Hello everyone, I'm back with a brand new video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the WWE Legend Series Elite 24 Hulk Hogan. This Hulk Hogan figure, again going through my load of Hogan figures I have, and I think I'm closing in. I think we may have one or two more if my math is correct. So we are nearing the end of this Hulk Hogan run of figures. This figure, Series 24, Legend Series 24. Let's take a look at the back of the box. The other figures in this series, you have Kurt Angle, which I have that figure, Jim the Angela Neidhart, and Farouk. And the description on the back of here, well, let me tell you something, brother. In the main event of WrestleMania 8, in front of millions of Hulkamaniacs across the world, the Immortal One went nose to nose against that no good turncoat Sid Justice. So what you gonna do, Sid Justice, when the Hulkster, his 24-inch pythons, and the power of Hulkamania runs wild on you? So interesting figure, being that Sid passed away, I believe, Sid passed away last year, if I'm correct. Hogan passed away this year, and I recently did a figure unboxing of a Sid Justice main event series figure a couple of months ago. So just interesting. And I think about both of those guys. And I think Sid passed away in 2024, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think so. And actually, the way I'm opening this, I've never have, I undid the tape on the sides to open it in a little clearer manner than what I usually do, which is just kind of destroy the box. But I'm going to see if this works, because it's looking like because maybe this is the way I should have been opening these all along for years. And these Legend Series figures now have a display, basically have a display case in them. So it's pretty, well, not display case, but a display stand, which is really cool. So, because let's see, maybe it'll work, but okay. So you take the figure out this way, and then like I guess I don't want to mess it up for you all, but basically this is the display right here that you can put the figure on top of. Let me see. I want you all to get it, because I don't think I've done it. I can get a clear picture of it if I can. If not, then we'll soldier on. But it's cool though. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Because I've thrown away a display for some of these, but I do have it for the Sultan figure, the other old school Hogan figure, and the Kurt Angle figure. I think I still have the displays, but pretty cool display though. Display stand, so you can put it on your, dresser or somewhere to keep your collectibles. Pretty cool. And just love these airbrush images. I mean, they just so just vintage and cool. So let's get into the figure. And not a ton. It's a Hulk Hogan figure from, this is the early 90s Hulk. So this was definitely his peak of, Python power and being the man in WWE. And actually, well, let me take that back, because this period, which 1990 WrestleMania 8, we're talking about 1992, Hulkamania was actually waning for the first time really since Hogan became the national star in WWE in '84. 1992, the steroid trials were underway, or they were about to go underway. And then just overall Hogan's popularity had, taken a tumble. He had been around for years. He had been around for almost a decade as a top guy, and I just think fans were, craving something new. And Ultimate Warrior didn't really work. He beat Hogan for the belt at WrestleMania 6, and Ultimate Warrior didn't pan out in terms of being the draw that Hogan was. So they shifted course and went back to Hogan a little later. And as a matter of fact, at the next year's WrestleMania 7, Hulk was back in the main event, beating Sergeant Slaughter for the belt. So, but just a little history. And then, after WrestleMania 8, Hogan, because by this time the steroid situation was really at its peak, and a lot of guys, and you know, they started going smaller because Ultimate Warrior, he even took time off and came back. Matter of fact, if you remember WrestleMania 8, Warrior returned at the end of this match to help Hulk Hogan, and he looked noticeably different than he did, you know, months prior. He was definitely, you know, a little smaller. He was wearing a singlet now, and Hogan, you know, he had I think Hogan's physique was probably more or less looked the same, but 1992 was definitely a pivotal year in company history because it was a heat from the steroid situation that caused Vince to shift course and push smaller guys that probably wouldn't have had the time of day to be top guys. You know, 1992, that was Bret Hart won his first world championship, and that's where you started really seeing kind of the rise of the, you know, the new generation era. You were transitioning from the golden era to the new generation era that would be, you know, headed by Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, and then later, you know, Kevin Nash as Diesel, Razor Ramon. So it was definitely a really pivotal transition period for the company, and 92 was just a pivotal year period in WWE history. But yeah, the figure, let's get back to the figure. And yeah, so, you know, got the removable shirt, American flag, you got the tears in the back. I really like the bandana, and I'm pretty sure it's removable. The head scan is excellent. I mean, that's just, he's cheesing. This is vintage peak Hulk Hogan form in the yellow and gold, and I mean yellow and red, and just a man. So that's pretty much all I have for this figure. No major accessories to it, but again, pretty cool figure. And you know, Hogan figure. And again, when I saw these Hogan figures, when I started seeing them in the stores, I was like, I just have to get these, not knowing that he would pass away, you know, months later. But just glad I got all these Hogan figures when I did. And I think that is pretty much it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is very breezy out here. It looks like the sky's about to fall any moment. So I'm glad I knocked this video out before the rain starts coming. But again, just take care of yourselves. Thank you all for watching, supporting the channel. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you for everyone who those who gave me a birthday shout out on my community page. I definitely appreciate you all. And again, as I always will often say, not always, but just take care of yourselves, be good, and I will talk to you again after a while. Peace.